All right, so my lead screw kit came in today, and I'm just trying to decide really quickly here which one do I want to install it on. I mean, I actually have 3 printers I can install it on. Um, they're all printing about the same right now. Um, I'm not really a fan of the Sonic Pad. It seems to be having a lot of problems, and the person I got it from told me that, yeah, he had all kinds of problems that say it wasn't connected when it was connected. That's exactly what I'm experiencing with it. And I've got a completely different setup than he had, and I'm still having problems. So, um, this one's got the dual gear extruder, the more common hot end, and no touch sensor. Um, this one has touch sensor, the less common deal, a single gear extruder. They're both direct drive. They're both printing about the same. And then I have the Ender 3 Pro, which has the more common type of hot end. I still got a Bowden tube on it. Both of these, I unfortunately didn't think about it, and I leave the PTFE tube in there instead of cutting off a little piece of Capricorn tube. But I haven't needed to really print anywhere near 260 degrees for PETG. It seems like the stuff I have doesn't like to print that hot. So that seemed like that was more of an issue on some of these other printers where like the hot end was partially clogged or something and just didn't want to flow right. So I'm leaning towards putting it on this one here just because this is the one that's got the touch sensor and all that. But I'm not 100% sure that I want to put it on this one because of the extruder, and I don't have a bracket to upgrade that extruder to the new system. Anyway, let's get this thing good Lord, open. Okay. Get that there. This is an official Creality. There are several that are not official, and they're cheaper by a couple of dollars. And some of them even come with a timing belt kit, which was very tempting. I'm not sure about the timing belt kit. This is technically not for this printer. It is technically for the Pro because it comes with the relocating bracket, which is holy hell. Wow. Uh, that's a chunk of steel right there, and it's pretty well prepared. Wow, that's interesting. I thought for sure by looking at the pictures that that thing was going to be plastic. So we've got our cables here. Looks like they've included a new shield. The stepper motor is an official Creality, unless they made a fake sticker. That was the other reason I didn't want to buy some of the other kits, even though they were cheaper and they offered more. They were not using the same motors, and also there was lots of complaints in the reviews on the motors. So we got lots of hardware here. The first thing I'm really concerned about is this thing bent? Because there was some reviews on that. So let's try this. It looks fairly straight to me. I know that this floor is not completely flat. I'd say it's pretty straight, so we won't get too excited about that. Okay, so you got the coupler, the plastic piece, a couple other plastic pieces, the bearings. I'm not sure how exactly these really matter when the factory one doesn't even have one, but I'm sure it probably helps. So then I think you would probably not be able to. I have a tool holder right here, and I think this goes like right into here. I think you can either go into this, or I don't think it can go into here. I think it has to go into here. So because of the spacing. So I think some people were complaining about that, and they were not like understanding where it was supposed to be put. Here's this bracket. This is definitely aluminum, whereas the other part is actually steel. Sorry, I didn't have that on camera. So let me see if it looks similar. Some of the other ones had a spring in here. This, to me, looks identical to the Creality one, so that's kind of what, like, you know, I wanted to stick with the brand. I don't want different parts that don't match and then have the system out of balance. So I basically need to decide which one of these printers to install this on. And, I mean, really, I could put it on this one back here and finish doing everything that this thing needs. This has already got the upgraded screen. I made a drawer. It's not exactly the same. It has the Nocturne fan, the BL touch sensor, Capricorn tube. But I have the bracket here to do all that. Either one, black or red. I have the dual gear extruder to do that. So I was kind of going to leave this as my like only Bowden tube printer, I guess, because I know there's some certain advantages sometimes maybe. But I'm not sure. But what I don't like is how you can just push on these usually and they just go down. So this is technically the one the kit is really for. That gives you that big, huge piece of steel to put the power supply on. Although the power supply can be mounted horizontally underneath the back of the printer on these, just like the regular ones. And I guess there's one concern with doing that. I guess it's something to do with dirt and stuff possibly falling in the printer. But so nothing is adjustable on here on this one. It has the limit switches. I don't know if this is probably disconnected because they have that. I'd have to look and see, but let me unplug this. So you can put your power supply down underneath here, which you need to print a different thing for it and get rid of that. But yeah, it's pretty simple. So the power supply is, I think, only to there, somewhere like that. So it'll fit really easily underneath there. And I don't know. I don't mind it out there. I think maybe it's probably a little bit better for it because the fan's right here, and you know you're not gonna have stuff falling into it. So I think if you put it here, you've got it right here, and definitely you're gonna have filament get into this and there. So I have to look at the other ones and see if there's a difference in them, but I don't know that I really want to modify this one. The belt's looking a little hairy. So I haven't decided. And they're really all kind of, you know, similar. But this is one hell of a bracket. So the other thing is I don't really want to convert every single one of them. So I'm wondering which one would actually, like, benefit the most from doing it. And it's kind of like I've got everything mixed up on the wrong thing. Dual gear extruder here, no touch sensor. Single gear metal extruder, touch sensor. No, they're all direct drive. And this one's on the clipper. So I guess I'd probably just do the clipper one. Now the metal is different on these, by the way. So Like if you were to get one of these other type of tool holders that go in on both sides, you can't put it on this. This is actually metal, but I could just put it on this one. Or I was thinking like this one here, I really don't care for, but I have heard the extruder slip on this one, so I'm like, ah man, I'm just not sure. So I think I'm gonna think about it for a minute, and then I'll just read the instructions to the kit.